What is up? I bet y'all ain't know I could sing. Anyway, you know what time it is. It is time for an episode of Tea with My Coffee. I had to take a week off, and we will talk about why, but believe I had to take a week off, but I am back. We're going to do this video tonight, and it's going to be everything. So give me a second. Let me get my coffee, and we're going to get started. Okay, I am back. You know it. Really, Tank? We're going to do all of this right now. The dog is losing his mind. So I'm going to try and keep myself situated in a way where the light is not bouncing off these here glasses. But you know I'm an amateur at all of this. I'm trying to get my lighting situation together. So we are going to work it out. So in full disclosure, last week, Saturday, I did try to record a video. I tried to record a video and I was just so outside of myself, like so not me, that like I couldn't. I could maybe try inserting a clip from the video that I tried to do last week, because it was a big stint where I was talking, but then as I tried to like move on, like just emotionally, I was not I was not there. And so today I am in so much more better of a place to be able to actually make this video that I am going to do it. Okay. So let's talk agenda. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about the election, because that was the whole reason why last week I was all over the place. So we'll talk about that. Then I'm going to talk about Insecure, because I finally caught up. We're going to talk about it. And then I'll also talk about a few things that I picked up over the course of the last 2 weeks that I'm really, really excited about. And I didn't go to Target this week because I had one of those crazy weeks at work where you don't have an opportunity to do anything. So there actually won't be a Tales from Target. What I might do, though, depending on how much time we have, is talk about some of my Black Friday, Thanksgiving plans. Okay? Awesome. So let's get started. So Wednesday, November 9th, at about 3:30 a.m., I woke up, checked my tablet, and learned that Donald J. Trump had been elected the next president of these United States. And I was so sad, like sad to my core, wept, cried, like sad. And not because I didn't think it could happen, au contraire. I've actually been telling people at my job for weeks that he was going to win. But sad that I was correct is more so what it was, because like as a Black person in America, as a woman in America, it was really, really sad for me to come to the realization that there are either enough people in this country who actually believe and condone the things that Donald Trump said throughout his campaign process, or or there are people who maybe don't necessarily believe it, but were willing to overlook it, which both of them I think are very, very poor choices. So I was upset. And then in the week following, with all the different incidents that were popping up, like it was just a lot for me to deal with. People who know me know that I am a sponge. And so I soak things up and they really affect me. So the results of the election really affected me in a way, like I said earlier, so much so that when I tried to record a video last week, I was like so just off spiritually and emotionally, that I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But I thank God for employment, because I was very busy at work this week. So I didn't really have time to kvetch over any of the Trump shenanigans that were going on. And I think it has led to a much more happier and meaner disposition. So I'm definitely feeling much, much better. I'm not excited by this. I hear a lot of people keep saying, give him a chance. Let's see what he does. And it's one of those things where like, we don't have a choice but to do that. But the things that he said prior to him being elected, gotta make sure your grammar is right. The things that he said, don't make it easy for you to sort of release all of that and then just trust him all of a sudden. And then looking at the people he's appointing to his cabinet, like, one of the first things I put on my Facebook after I learned that he was elected was that Black America needed to call a family meeting. And I still believe that. I think all minorities and marginalized communities in the United States need to come together with their people first and have a meeting about what the plan is, what are we going to do, and then go forward and form coalitions and such with other people. But it's really a scary time. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect. And I think that's sort of the feeling of most people. And it's one of those things where it's kind of like we just have to wait and see. We really, really just have to wait and see. So I'm going to be here. All I know is I was reading those stories of people who got real bold. Ooh, Trump got elected. They got real bold.
I am not the one. The world should know that.
Real shenanigans that I saw on Facebook and stuff like that. Please don't do it. And it was one of those things where I thought like, oh, this must be like podunk, low places. No, we're talking like there was even a few incidences here in New York City. Like, really, we're that bold? Like, I can't even deal with it. But what's done is done, and people, I think, like myself, are beginning to sort of readjust and come to that point where we realize we just got to do what we got to do, and be prepared. I mean, I'm a member of my local NAACP chapter. I joined it after the shootings of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile, because they held an emergency town hall meeting that was really, really just like, I was so glad to be in that space after that, because that was really, really tough. And so like I'm staying involved with them. I'm trying to stay active with them, get involved in the legislative committee, the criminal justice committee, just different ways to sort of combat the potential shenanigans as much as I can. And I know that there are a lot of people in my circle who are also doing things. There's even like an alternative inauguration day planned where like people are going to do community service and stuff. So there's a lot of things in the works, and like really? I am so much better for it now. Much, much better than I was this time last week. And I thank God for that. I really feel out of sorts. I was going to talk about something else. I wasn't even going to talk about what I'm about to talk about. But I feel out of sorts. This doesn't feel right right now. So maybe I'll try again when I feel more myself. Yeah. I thank God for that. Okay. So, topic 1 done. Should I explain this? Because you guys are going to keep seeing it. This is a wrist brace. I have lupus. And so I think the stress of a lot of different things over this week, not just all the shenanigans with who the president-elect is, but just like personal stuff in my life as well. And I think I started to cause myself to have a lupus flare, which means my lupus is like becoming active because my joints are really hurting. And usually it's these joints, but this time it's these joints and my wrist. My wrist is really swollen. It's actually both of them, but I refuse to take off my watch and I refuse to wear 2 braces because really, world, 2 braces, I'm not going to do it. So that's that. Okay, so topic number 2. Courtesy of my sister, thank you, girl. I was finally able to catch up on Insecure because I saw the first episode and I started watching the second episode. But I am up to date. Like tomorrow, I could watch the live one. Your girl is ready. And wow. I just think Insecure is such a smart show. Like if you watched Awkward Black Girl on YouTube, I mean, I fell in love with it. I saw that first episode and I was like, yes, and I feel that way about Insecure. I really feel that way about Insecure. I think it does an awesome job of sort of showing the things that a lot of us deal with on a day-to-day. Like I'm a professional woman, and I know what it's like to be in a work environment where you are the black girl, and then feeling the need, if another Black girl comes, to like reach out and be like, I got you. I got you and me, girl. It's you and me. I've been there. I've been in that place. Now I'm at a nonprofit organization. So that first episode where she was standing in front of the classroom and they were like, why is your hair like that? I was like, oh my God, this is my life. This is me. So other thing I really, really, really love about the show is her rapping. Cause I got bars as well. Like I feel her. We're on the same level. Please don't make me start rapping. I don't freestyle. She apparently does. But I could write something real dope real quick. And so I love the musical aspect of it and her working with the kids. We gotta work with the kids. So I love that as well. And then like I don't have the experience of using dating apps. That's not my reality. So just seeing what that's like, if that's any sort of, even if that is a tiny bit true, what Molly is going through, then like, dang, it's hard out here. But Issa got herself in a real sticky situation. So I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow, because old girl got to figure some stuff out. Yes, Issa Rae, you better do it, girl. You better do it. I'm so geeked for her because it's awesome. Like, amazing accomplishment. And going from YouTube to HBO, like, one day I'll be so lucky as to do something like that. It's really, really inspiring and encouraging, and like, we need to be supporting one another. So you got my support, girl. That was amazing. It's so, so good so far. Boom. So that's that. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute, and if I am, I'm sorry. So next topic. This week and last week, really. So last weekend when I tried to record that video, during the day, I hung out with my grandmother, my father's mother, whom I call Granny. And we went to Home Goods and we went to Burlington Coat Factory. And I didn't get too much from Home Goods. I got a few things, 2 pieces of bakeware, and then one like super random thing that I think is really cool. So in terms of bakeware, the first thing I got was a pie pan. And I'm sure you know why. Because it's that time of year where we make pies. It's almost Thanksgiving. I'm actually not making a pie for Thanksgiving because I won't be in New York. I'll be in North Carolina visiting my mom and sisters. Whoop, whoop. But this is a disrespectful video. But I usually make an apple pie. And so, yeah, I didn't have a pie pan. I usually buy the frozen crust because I don't make my own crust. Stop. I usually buy the frozen crusts, and sometimes they come in a pie pan, or I would buy the tins. But I really like making pies, so I figured invest in a pie pan, which I did. The other thing that I purchased was because I grew up in a family of 5 until my mom got remarried. Then the family got even bigger. But until I went to college, I grew up in a family of 5. And so,
ooh, this dog is trying me.
and so I only learned how to cook big portions. But like sometimes I want to have lasagna, but I don't want to make a big pan of lasagna because then you're eating lasagna for a week. Or you're eating too much of it in a short amount of time. And so I wanted to get myself a small pan that I could use for lasagna and other things like it. So I got this. And I figured I could make like meatloaf. Actually, that's a lot of meatloaf. I could make lasagna. Essentially, I bought it because I love lasagna and I hate that I either have to make a big giant one or be without it. So this is my new little mini lasagna pan and it's going to save my life. And then the last thing that I bought is totally random. Totally random.
It's a giant gilded wishbone. Let it sink in. Look at it. On a marble stand or quartz. Probably not marble.
But yeah, I thought it was cool. It just sits on my little console table in the hallway. And yeah. And then the last thing I bought, which was from Marshall's during this week, it's not in here, but A pillow. I needed a new pillow so bad. And my mom has one of these. And whenever I go visit her, of course, I sleep in her bed, right? And I feel like her pillow is amazing. So I wanted to get my own. I needed to replace my pillow anyway. So I got this one. And I'm excited about it. I've slept on it for the last 2 nights. I don't really have a verdict yet because it's only been 2 nights. And it hasn't been particularly restful sleep, and it's not because of the pillow. I think it's just because I've been really busy at work, and we had a big event on Friday, and so my mind was like reeling about making sure everything got done. So it wasn't really like restful sleep. It was kind of like anxious. I need to sleep so I could wake up sleep. So yeah. So that's my little mini haul. And then last but not least, I'm going to sort of give you a sense of what I'm thinking about doing for Thanksgiving. And hopefully I'll be able to stick to this idea. But I will be in North Carolina, and I already went online and looked at a lot of the Black Friday sales, and they look really cool. I'm not that, be at Walmart at 6 o'clock in the evening on Thanksgiving type person. I get to see my mother a few times a year, and I'll be damned if I waste half a day in Walmart when we can be at home like eating. Like we're gonna grub, and then we're gonna play cards and dominoes, and me and my sisters are gonna act up, and it's gonna be great. So because I'll be with my family, I think maybe, this is a really big maybe, there's one thing that I'm definitely going to do, and then there's this really big maybe. Maybe I'll try my hand at vlogging and try to vlog Thanksgiving a little bit, at least the parts that I remember to vlog. So I might do that. But the thing I'm definitely going to do is a Thanksgiving outfit of the day. So I will do that because I'll have someone who can record for me. I already gave my sister the heads up, and I was like, girl, we doing an outfit of the day. So she'll be able to record it for me, and I think that'll be really fun. So yeah, that's it. Where we at? Not 20 minutes yet. Yes, I did very well. I'm super proud of myself. I never really get through much of this, but I'm going to drink some more. I'm also going to try editing this video. I got some video editing software, so we'll see how that goes. But I know that a few people have subscribed to my channel. So thank you and welcome. Feel free to share. I said in some of my earlier videos that I'm super corny. I'm really miscellaneous, but the one thing I am going to attempt to be with you all is real. And so please just rock with me on this journey. I'm going to try my best. I'm working on consistency. This 2-week break was the longest break I've had since I started making videos again. So I'm going to try not to do that. I mean, for sure that there'll be a video coming on Thursday. So that'll be less than a week. And I might record a tea with my coffee while I'm in North Carolina. So we shall see. But once again, hey to the new subscribers. Sup, y'all? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. And remember, when you go out in the world, do something positive while you're there. And I'll see you for my next video.